All right, Nalini also continues to be with us on that big story. Nalini, give us a sense of how the Delhi Chief Minister is going to be moved forward, legally speaking, because he's not going to be walking out of jail in spite of this relief. There is a case against him as far as the CBI is concerned. How is that now going to be dealt with?
Well, Sneha, although both the cases are connected, they are still both two separate cases. So one is not likely to have a major impact on the other. So even though there's a big observation and a big judgment coming in from the Supreme Court in the ED case, the plea that has been filed by Arvind Kejriwal challenging his arrest and seeking bail in the CBI case are still pending before the Delhi High Court. So it remains to be seen what happens in that case, and essentially because he's under custody in the CBI case, which is essentially why he's not going to be getting out of jail. But don't let that make you think that this is not a big relief for him, because this is essentially going to have severe impact on how both arrest and grant of bail happens under PMLA, because the Supreme Court has categorically said that they are referring it to the larger bench to interpret both Section 19 and Section 45 of the PMLA, where Section 19 deals with arrest, Section 45 deals with grant of bail. So two very crucial aspects regarding PMLA that have been a point of contention ever since the Act came into force are going to be interpreted by a possibly constitution bench of the Supreme Court. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. This will not just impact Arvind Kejriwal's case. This is going to have an impact on all ED cases that are ongoing and future ED cases that will be filed. So those are the kind of ramifications that we can expect from this order that the larger bench will now hear arguments on and then finally decide. Along with that, let's also remember that there are several other petitions challenging several other provisions of the PMLA that are also pending before the Supreme Court. But till the time those petitions are not decided, which are pending before a 7-judge bench, this particular petition of Arvind Kejriwal is going to come as an interim relief to all of the people who are fighting, especially politicians from the opposition parties who are fighting the ED in several cases across India. So that's the kind of ramifications we can expect from this order that eventually comes in from the Supreme Court. And no doubt about the fact that Arvind Kejriwal also will be heaving a huge sigh of relief, because it was a more difficult battle for him to secure some relief in the ED case. Right. Considering this has happened, proceedings in the CBI case are expected to be slightly more easier.
All right, that is expected. Be with us, Nalini, coming back to you in a moment from now. Kanu, in fact, even as we stay with this big story about the relief that is being granted, what we know that he's not going to be walking out a free man, but this has deeper ramifications as far as many other people facing, in fact, charges under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act is concerned. There's been criticism about the misuse of this particular law as well, not on one but several occasions.
Yes, Neha, the implications as pointed out by Nalini is very right, that, you know, the twin conditions in the PMLA is really strict, and the courts don't give bail like this. But in this case, since the matter is referred to a larger bench of 5 judges, so it needs to be clarified. It is only an interim bail, and interim bail has been given to Kejriwal just because, you know, the court has noted that he has suffered for 90 days in the ED's custody, and since he has challenged the custody only of ED. So these questions needs to be addressed by a larger bench, and that is why, you know, they have made it very clear that the larger bench can modify the bail granted also and the conditions imposed on him, whatever they fit to. So the more eyes will be on the Constitution bench, who will now decide that, you know, what is the interpretation of Section 19 and Section 45 of the PMLA. There are already a set of petitions which are, you know, pending before the Supreme Court challenging the several provisions of the PMLA Act. So this needs to be tracked also, that as to what the Supreme Court rules on those petitions also, because yesterday also in one of the cases the Supreme Court has pulled up the ED, saying that, you know, you cannot keep people inside jail for long. You have to justify the reasons for that. So that was also an ED case, and today also Arvind Kejriwal gets a huge relief from the Supreme Court in the ED case. So it needs to be seen what what kind of relief, what kind of relief other ED cases like this pending in various courts across the country will have, because the interpretation, because the order of copy is still not available. We'll have to see what exactly the court has said on the sections and why they have relied and given Arvind Kejriwal's interim bail at this point of time. But the operative part that we know is that court has noted that the custody that he has suffered for 90 days was bad, and merely on the interrogation part you cannot arrest a person. So huge relief for Arvind Kejriwal for now, but still he remains to be in CBI custody.
All right, Kanu getting us those details.